I'm Casey Claiborne, and thanks for watching this CrimeWatch YouTube exclusive, where we're taking a look at some of the most talked about crime stories this week around Texas. Let's begin with a search for Alexander Irvin, who has escaped from a maximum security state psychiatric hospital in North Texas. A little background: in 2013, Irvin, who's described as mentally ill, believed he was a trained assassin for the CIA, killed his father. Fox 7 Austin's Shannon Ryan spoke with his mother, who says the family doesn't know where the 29-year-old is. They say they've changed up their routines for their safety, and they're most worried for the community, who don't know who he is and how dangerous he can be.
We need to look into how Lex got out of this hospital, just the same as we would look at how somebody could escape from a prison. This is not acceptable.
Leslie Irvin wants answers after her son Alexander escaped from the North Texas State Hospital in Vernon Sunday.
I am amazed that Lex got out of there.
Alexander was sent to the hospital after being acquitted by reason of insanity for the 2013 murder of his father in Austin. Alexander, who has since been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, thought his dad was an imposter, and he a trained assassin with the CIA.
Who on earth could even come up with these comments? Who's sane?
One thing I learned from this whole experience was that there's nothing that any of my kids can do that will cause me to turn away from them. He's still my son, and I still will defend him to my dying breath. And I will do whatever I can to make him safe.
But now Leslie fears her son's safety is in jeopardy.
When he's off his meds, there's no telling what will happen. And I'm terrified that he will get hurt. And I'm terrified that somebody in the community will get hurt.
Alexander spoke with his mother 11 Sunday morning, even requesting she send him new pants to the facility.
And there was not one indication that anything was amiss.
Leslie says Alexander last took his medication around 8:30 that Sunday evening, making his escape approximately 30 minutes later. No one reporting him missing until 7:30 the next morning.
No one knew he was gone. Austin, Texas is 5 hours from Vernon. So before anybody even knew Lex was gone, he could have been in Austin harming his family, God forbid. That's all. That's my worry.
If you see Irvin, you should not approach him. Call 911 immediately. He has reportedly been off his medication since the evening of June 26th. Austin police are asking the public for help in the search for a missing 39-year-old mother. Yolanda Jaimes was last seen leaving her house in Northeast Austin for work June 24th. Yolanda's 4 kids have not seen or heard from their mom since then. They say it's not like her at all. Fox 7 Austin's Amanda Ruiz spoke with Yolanda's family.
Mom, I love you. I miss you. Please go back home.
A tearful plea coming from the daughter of missing Yolanda Jaimes.
I can't do this without you.
Yolisa Villa Jaimes is one of 4 children wondering where their mom is.
She loves us. She wouldn't have left us on purpose.
Their mom, 39-year-old Yolanda Jaimes, hasn't been seen or heard from since last Friday at their home on the 7,000 block of Claiborne Circle at around 6 in the morning. She was wearing her work uniform, a Lupe tortilla work shirt, black pants, and black non-slip shoes. A clear alert was issued in her name, officials saying her disappearance poses a credible threat to her own health and safety.
She would have never done anything like this. She would have never left my brothers like this at all. This is not normal. This isn't something that she would have done at all.
Yolanda has 4 kids, 1 daughter and 3 sons, all ranging from the ages of 8 to 21 years old. Her oldest daughter, Yolisa, says the last time she talked to her mom, everything seemed normal. She even had plans to see her mom the day she went missing.
I'm stressed, confused. Just hoping for answers. We want answers.
She hopes sharing her mom's story will lead to new tips and bring her home. Right now, Yolisa has been holding down the fort and caring for her little brothers, but it is not an easy job, especially not knowing where her mom is.
I know if something happened to her, I know she would have wanted me to be strong and be strong like her, but I don't think I can be as strong as my mom.
Austin police have released video of a recent officer-involved shooting. A man experiencing a mental health crisis who had a knife and said he wanted to die was shot and killed by police. 3 officers are on paid administrative leave, and the incident is being investigated. Fox 7 Austin's Shannon Ryan has that story.
We're about to show some of that video, but first, I do want to warn you, it is very upsetting.
Drop the knife!
A mental health incident ending in gunshots. 42-year-old Carlos Eli Chacon Castillo stopped on the shoulder of East Koenig Lane near Middle Fiskville Road 2 Sundays ago in crisis with a knife.
Castillo pointed the knife at his own chest. At 12:18 p.m., Officer Curlin said he was now yelling, "Just shoot me."
Chacon Castillo spoke Spanish. At least 2 of the 4 responding Austin police officers were bilingual.
Officer Zavala and Officer Cannon spoke in both English and in Spanish. For several moments,
Chacon Castillo moved towards officers. That's when one officer fired a single less lethal shot.
Drop the knife!
Then another officer opened fire.
Mr. Chacon Castillo was struck and fell to the ground. After approximately 22 seconds, he rolled over and began to stand.
Police asked him to roll over.
Roll over!
So he did. As he started to get up, he was shot again with the less lethal rounds. He began running. Then a 3rd officer opened fire. We asked Austin Police Chief Joseph Chacon what could be done to prevent incidents like this in the future.
Chief, what needs to be done to prevent calls like this that are clearly mental health calls, suicide by cop calls from ending like this?
But we're told he wasn't answering questions, and if we asked more, would be barred from future press conferences. Shannon Ryan, Fox 7 Austin News.
In South Austin, a man grabbed his AR-15 and threatened to shoot everyone at a gas station, all because the store clerk wouldn't give him free gas. According to court documents, 26-year-old Emilio Serrano was arrested Monday at the 7-Eleven on Ben White and South First. The suspect requested $20 worth of gas when the clerk said they don't give out free gas. He stormed to his vehicle outside. The clerk saw the suspect grab an AR out of his vehicle, so she locked the doors. He tried to get inside, yelled he was going to shoot everyone there, then left when he couldn't get through the door. Officers didn't take him very long to find Serrano. We go to San Antonio now, where at last count, officials say 51 migrants were found dead inside of a tractor trailer. More than a dozen migrants were taken to a hospital for treatment. That number includes 4 children. Fox's Griff Jenkins has the latest on this horrific discovery.
Pray for the deceased, the ailing, the families.
At least 50 migrants confirmed dead after being trapped inside a sweltering tractor trailer in what appears to be a human smuggling attempt. The abandoned truck discovered Monday in San Antonio, Texas, where temperatures outside have risen above 100 degrees. Officials saying there were no signs of water or working air conditioning inside the truck. This incident comes as law enforcement continues to struggle with a surge of migrants illegally crossing the southern border.
There's been increasing volumes over the last 6 months, 12 months related to the policies.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott placing the blame on President Biden, saying these deaths are a result of his open border policies. Former DHS Secretary Chad Wolf echoing that sentiment.
Migrants are putting their lives in the hands of smugglers and traffickers and others that don't care about their lives because they need to get to the U.S. and they know that if they get there, they're not going to be removed.
President Biden releasing a statement Tuesday saying in part, this incident underscores the need to go after the multi-billion-dollar criminal smuggling industry preying on migrants and leading to far too many innocent deaths. 3 people have been taken into custody as the Department of Homeland Security continues their investigation. In Eagle Pass, Texas, Griff Jenkins, Fox News.
And in Houston, police are searching for a driver who killed a beloved pastor during a road rage shooting. Fox's Natalie He has that story.
It was an eerie scene left behind Friday afternoon near the I-45 South Feeder and Gold Street. Just after 5 p.m., authorities say a driver in a white car crashed and died after being shot in the chest during what appears to be a road rage incident. The medical examiner's office now identifying the victim as 58-year-old Ronald Mouton, a beloved pastor at East Bethel Missionary Baptist Church.
It's been a somber time, and seeing his face pop up on social media every time you open up Twitter, Facebook especially, it's kind of like it's like repeating the morning at that moment.
Judge Wanda Adams first met Pastor Mouton and his family back in 2005. The two worked closely together for several years when Adams served on Houston City Council.
You get mad and you get angry and you're like, why? What is so of a road rage of something that will cause you to raise down the window, pull out a gun, and shoot someone? What makes you that angry?
Houston police are now searching for an unidentified suspect in a black vehicle. Surveillance video from Push and Win law firm captures what appears to be Pastor Mouton's car swerving into the roadside moments before he crashed. Then another camera from a nearby gas station captures the moments after his car crashed and appeared to spin to a halt.
Thanks for watching the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch. Our exclusive Crime Watch stories run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. To learn more about the stories featured today, you can look for the links below this video. You can also find more stories on our website, fox7austin.com, or subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel.